Hey, what's up, guys? This is Chris from the band Body Snatcher, and this week I will be on the After the Breakdown podcast. So tune in, and we'll see you there.
What's up, everyone? Thanks for joining us on another episode of After the Breakdown, your spot for all things metal, hardcore, and everything heavy and influential. I'm your host, Z, and joining me, as always, the homies Von Doom and MWB. Today, we got the homie from Body Snatcher. I just literally want to start off by saying, like, Wired for Destruction, I did a reaction video to that song, and it's like, dude, that shit blew up for me. I was like, oh, and I was listening to that song, and I'm like, this is fucking amazing. I had no idea that was going to be like one of our most watched things on the channel, dude. So thank you guys
Really?
for
That's fucking
oh
sick,
yeah,
dude.
man.
That's awesome.
Oh, dude, that was awesome. And dude, you guys killed it last year. Yeah.
Yeah, it was it was a very strenuous year for sure.
Oh,
It
dude, you
was,
guys went on.
but it was great. It was great. Yeah.
Oh, but between the sold out tour that you guys started the year with, right? The
Yeah.
headlining tour.
Yeah.
And then you guys went out with like Boundaries, Shadow of Intent, Lorna Shore,
Yeah.
Brand of Sacrifice, like that, dude. All those are, and you guys basically just kept it moving all year.
Yeah, it was like our headliner started in Florida, ended in Worcester, and then the next day started like in New York with Lorna Shore and all them.
No
So
shit.
we didn't have a day off. Like we did the whole headline tour. It was like 5 weeks of the headline tour with one singular day off.
Wow. 5 weeks. And
Yeah,
you guys had one day. That's
one
insane.
day off, and it was we were like, fuck it, let's just fucking book shows every day, like, and or let's like, I don't know. It's nice to have a day off once a week when you're on the road, but we had we were the only band from the US on the tour. So every other band on the tour was either from Europe or Angel Makers from Canada. So we're
Right.
like, and it's the first time a lot of the like first time Paleface was over here. So we wanted to like just make sure, just try and hit as many places as we could and not take the day off and just rather play somewhere. You know what I mean? Just so everybody could get a chance to
Yeah, that makes
see the
sense.
package. And it was such a stacked package that it was like we wanted to make sure as many people could see the tour as possible. And it was rough though. It was really fucking rough. The only day that we had off was because we had a 17-hour drive, so it wasn't really a day off.
Lot of van living on that tour, huh?
Yep, and we were in a van. Like, we didn't have to take a van. We definitely could have got like a bandwagon, but we're like, you know what? Let's rough this. We wanted to rough last year out like one more time, just because this year we're gonna be on a bandwagon all year, and we're like, it's a lot more work on us, but doing the bandwagon thing, it's a lot of money, dude. Like,
Right,
Yeah,
it's
right.
yeah,
like,
it's a
so
lot
it's
of
like
money.
we'd each rather, you know, split up that money we would be spending on a bus to have a little bit of fucking
Some
leeway when
cash.
we get home. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
So
but yeah, it was great.
with like the bandwagon, would that like come, complete with like a driver and everything? It would just be you guys kind of just chilling in the back doing your own thing while
Usually,
someone else takes care of the driving.
Yeah, yeah. So bandwagon, it's a big diesel truck. Bandwagon's like the only company in the US that actually does it. And like in Europe, they have tons of different companies that they have like double decker buses. You can sleep like 24, there's 24 bunks on them and stuff. But in the States, bandwagon, they got 9 bunks. So it's basically enough room for the band and like your tour manager and, like a photographer or something like that. But you do have to hire somebody to drive it. So the
right.
bandwagon is one cost. Then you also have to pay the driver. Most of the time, the drivers for those are, I mean, it's not cheap. It's normally like around 250 a day for a driver.
Oh, see,
Yeah.
I've always been curious to like how the logistics and stuff work like that. So you giving me a number like that really puts it like in perspective to me, like how much this actually does cost for you guys going out on the road and hiring someone
Oh,
like that.
dude, it costs. Well, the past 2 years, like since 2021, 2021 was our first year like bringing a sound guy on tour with us. But now that we have our own sound guy, like I mean, we basically he's like a band member. Like we won't
Yep.
do a tour
Right.
without him. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
No
Like
shade.
he's our best friend. He's always on the road with us.
It's always
But
good to have a good sound
we
guy.
pay him, we pay him like a band member, so that's a
Right,
lot
right.
more. We pay him. We I'm not. I mean, I don't even know if we'll stop. We pay him.
Yeah. No, that's
Nice.
cool. I
So
appreciate that because that really, like I said, that put things in perspective for me. It really shows what bands are paying out,
yeah,
to get the score going and everything to come together.
and it's kind of like a lot of bands will like. I don't know. I am not like shy about what we pay people at all because I want the people that are doing work to get paid what they deserve to be paid. Like especially merch people. Like our merch guy, he also tour manages us, so he like before tour happens, he's the one advancing all the shows for the tour, like making sure we know what time to get there every day, what our days look like every single day. So bands that take any portion of the tips and don't pay their merch guy a weekly rate, like if you're a merch guy, you need to get a weekly rate on top of tips.
Hey, that's good to know for the merch guys.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're a band that's if you can't afford it, you just don't hire somebody.
Right.
So that's pretty much where my mind goes with that stuff. But yeah, bandwagon, for 4 to 6 week tour, you're just the bandwagon without the driver is around 40 grand.
Wow.
So I think Terra owns one because when they played Brockton, that's what they had one there.
No shit. So are you guys going to be doing that when you go on tour with Spite this year?
In the US?
Yeah.
I mean in
In the UK
Europe, I
or
mean,
the
yeah.
EU?
No, and it's Europe, and it's we have a bus. So Europe does buses, and you can fit up to 4 bands on a bus.
Oh no shit! So you guys,
Yeah, because it's like the buses in Europe are 2 stories. So the bottom floor is like a lounge area, and it has like a pee room. There's no showers on those buses, but at least you can go pee. Um, can't shit in the toilet though. And you have to sit. You have to sit to pee. If you're on a moving vehicle, you have to sit to pee, or else you're gonna pee all over the place.
Yeah,
I
spray it
didn't think of
everywhere.
that.
Yeah, if you stop
Yeah,
peeing
but
everywhere, you'll probably get your face kicked then.
yeah, but it's like bottom floor is normally like a lounge area, and there's normally enough seats down there for most everyone to sit if you're not trying to lay down. And then the upstairs, it's like the bathroom, and then you walk up this little stairs, and there's a second floor, and it's like bunks on the bottom, bunk on top, and that's the whole entire top floor of the bus. So normally there's 22 to 24 bunks up there.
Oh wow!
No shit.
Oh, that must
Yeah.
be wild.
It's very it's like there's a lot of people around you at all points in time.
Yeah, a lot
But
of
it's
different
cool.
personalities too.
Yeah, but I mean, it's normally pretty cool. Like we've never had like a bad experience. Most people like if you're at this level and you've been touring for a certain amount of years, you kind of like how to compose yourself and just kind of be
Right,
cordial
true.
with everybody and just kind of like each people have their own things and you just gotta abide by everyone's different personalities and just be cool.
Right.
Absolutely.
Exactly. So you, like I said, you guys strenuous last year. You did so many tours. Is there one that kind of sticks out in your mind as maybe your favorite?
I mean, definitely our headliner. Our headliner
Yeah.
was just it was so sick, dude. Like all the bands killed it. And it was cool because like a lot of times when you're setting up a headline tour, it's very, very hard to set up a headline tour, especially with a band like in our position, because we're like, we're a band that was, playing like second on bills and stuff. And like we had done headline tours that did really well. Like the headline tour we did in 2021 crushed. But whenever you're putting headline tours together, it's really hard to find bands that will play underneath you because egos get involved, and it's like not just band egos, but managers and stuff. They don't want their bands to look like, even if they are smaller than you, they don't want their bands to look like they're smaller than you. So they don't want their bands to play underneath you.
Gotcha.
You know, so it's a very hard thing to do. But every band we asked said yes right away. So it was like the easiest tour we've ever tried to put together ever. It was and it just ended up working out great. Every band sold tons of merch. Every band killed it. Everybody made money, and all the shows were really sick. And it was never like, sometimes there'll be people standing outside while one band plays. That happens almost every show you go to.
Shows.
And or like, before the headline band, a bunch of people will leave, but it was packed for every band every night, and there was never a walkout. There was never people not paying attention. It was just like everybody that attended those shows was excited for every band every night. It was really cool to see.
That's what we like to hear.
Absolutely.
Now, Amir was on that, right?
Our headline tour was us, Angel Maker, Direct Support, and then Paleface and Distant.
Was Amir before that?
No, we did a Muir with We Came as Romans. That was the last tour of the year that we just did.
That's right. See, I like that because that one kind of, when you went out with We Came as Romans, it kind of gave like the more like metalcore side to it. And then going out with
that was
Amir,
cool for us.
Yeah, that was cool because before that I saw like a lot of like Dying Fetus and Jested. So it's kind of like that death style. So it was nice for you guys to switch up and to go to the metalcore. And I also wanted to ask, how was it hanging out with Josh Travis?
Oh, dude, Josh like my best friend. So
dude, he's the man, dude.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome. Me and him just fucking walked around and bought shoes every day.
I love it.
Yeah, right.
Because I love him in Glass Cloud, Tony Tap Dance, old school.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I love Josh. Everybody in Amir is awesome. The kid that's playing drums for them now, Zach Allard, great dude. He killed it. That tour was really cool because we did like the deathcore stuff earlier in the year with like our tour and the Lorna Shore tour, and then the previous year we did the Dying Fetus thing, and we did the Hatebreed tour, and then this year we were like, God, we like. And it's like we have been wanting to do a metalcore tour, but it's not like we can just be like, hey, we want to do a metalcore tour. Can we have this tour? It never works like that, So, but then out of nowhere, our manager was like, actually, this I know exactly the day. I remember the day I got the phone call. There's a band called Waste from Minneapolis. And I was recording their new full length. I flew to Minneapolis, and I was recording an album with them. And we were all just sitting around talking like in between sessions and stuff. And I was like, man, I really want to do a tour with fucking Amir, but they haven't toured in like 3 or 4 years, and we were just talking about it. And I'm not shitting you, 30 seconds into that conversation, I got a phone call from our manager, and he's like, yo, you guys want to tour with We Came as Romans and Amir? And I was like, you're fucking joking, dude.
No way.
And I was like, yeah, we want to. And and we were all, everyone that I was recording, we were all just like, how the fuck did that just happen?
Oh, that's fucking too funny, man.
Wow, the odds of that, huh?
Yeah.
No shit.
It was like Amir's first tour back from there's just such a long hiatus, you know what I mean? I don't know.
For a while.
Yeah. That was a fun tour. Everybody on that tour was really, really, really nice. We first day, every band hung out, and it was just like everybody was friends right off the rip. Even the opening band, Archetypes Collide, they're kind of like they're like a more singing, almost like a Day to Remember type band, which I love a Day to Remember. And dude, they killed it. Super nice kids, and for an opening band, the most professional opening band we ever toured with. They got their stuff on stage and off stage so fast, and they're organized, and they're just really, really good dudes.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think they toured with the Amity Affliction too, if I believe. I think they went out with
and
too.
They also did a Beartooth tour as well.
Oh no shit.
Oh, so they're doing pretty well for themselves too. Yeah,
they're doing great. Yeah, their manager Caleb from Beartooth is their manager.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So they definitely are gonna have some big shit coming up for sure. They're like in that realm of style too, that just gets big very quickly. You know what I mean?
Definitely. So one question I wanted to ask is, you guys played a handful of festivals last year. You got like the Sonic Temple Fest coming up this year, Rockville, and then you got the Alcatraz in Belgium. Now,
oh yeah, we got
those,
all the big Europe festivals next year.
yeah, which is
I think it's like
super
10
sick.
of them or something. Yeah.
Do you guys try to schedule those around being on tour so you can kind of be in the area, or is that like a one-off thing where you fly out, do your thing, and then come home?
So basically, how that stuff works with the US stuff, you kind of have to like those offers come in like a year in advance, basically. Like all the Europe stuff, we knew that we were doing that Europe stuff summer of 2023. You know what I mean? So once you start getting those offers, then you kind of like with the Europe thing, it's like 10 festivals, and then we're just kind of playing shows in between those festivals.
Okay.
With the US stuff, normally offer like say Rockville's happening today. You know what I mean? Normally they're sending out offers for the following year before that festival even happens this year. You know,
Gotcha.
it's normally a year in advance. So it's like we know we have these festivals coming up. So let's try and plan a tour that can kind of route us between certain days, and like the US festival stuff for bands like us, it's like very spaced apart. It's not like we're on all of the Rockville style stuff in each state. We're only on two of them. You know, we're on Sonic Temple and we're on Rockville. So we can kind of just plan our own tour how we would like to, and then just end up in those places at those times and play those festivals, and then keep on with our tour a day after.
Gotcha.
Well, that's cool.
So we're from Massachusetts. Super sick that you ended your headliner in Worcester. But
yeah,
I don't know if you don't want to talk about it, by all means, but we've frequented the Fete a couple times. And
was it during you guys that happened? Did something
Yes.
happen? It was during you guys?
Two songs in. Yeah.
No shit.
Now
Now, was it the bouncers?
So basically what happened before the show, the guy that was tour managing the whole tour, you know, they had a meeting, and they were like, yeah, crowd surfing's fine. I'm pretty sure they said crowd surfing was fine, and moshing is fine for tonight. Which, like, we played a show there in 2019 with Lorna Shore in the small room, and they let people mosh. You know what I mean? There was no issues back then. But so like I get it. If you're a venue that's not used to it, somebody's moshing overly hard, which I love. But if you don't allow it, you know, be like, yo, dude, don't do that here. You know, I'm like on the drum set, so I'm like up a little higher than everybody. And like I see a flashlight go off, and I'm like, God damn it! Like already.
Yep, that was fucking quick.
And then, so I see this happen a couple times, and our singer didn't. You know, he's got his eyes closed a lot because he has like he just gets like a little he doesn't seem nervous, but he is inside nervous on stage. So he's all, if you look at him a lot of times, he's got his eyes closed while he's doing vocals.
Oh.
But and then he noticed something too. And then after the third song, I was like, "Yo," I leaned over and like I paused our click track thing, and like I got on the mic and I was like, "Yo, I just saw you guys throw somebody out for doing nothing at all. And if I see you guys throw one more person out that's just trying to have fun, then our set's over. We're not going to play anymore." And then we start going. We start the next song, and people fucking pop the fuck off, like, because you could tell people were like scared to do anything.
Yep.
One of the kids told us that. So apparently there were signs up that we didn't see in front of the stage that said no moshing, no crowd surfing, even though they already had a meeting saying it was fine. Kid told us that he was trying to read the sign. He's like, "What does that sign say?" And the security guard leaned over to him and said, "I guarantee you by the end of the show, you'll learn how to fucking read."
Oh shit!
Wow.
Yeah, they're douchebags down there, man. They're like not fucking cool.
So like we're playing, shit's popping off. It was the most fun that the night had been so far. You know what I mean? Um, and then apparently the guy that they had kicked out, they threw him down the stairs. So the drummer from We Came as Romans comes on stage, and we're like, oh fuck, is he gonna like tell us that we did something bad by saying that? You know? And he was like, he's like, they just fucking spit on our drum tech and threw that guy down the fucking stairs and like threatened to jump us all. And we're like, and then we were just like,
Yep.
go crazy. Like, and it was like, you know, so we were like, all right, fuck it, let's fucking go crazy, you know? And then
Wow.
shit got really out of hand. And then the sound guy who was running sound for We Came as Romans and a mirror, not our guy, but their guy was like down there, and he comes up to the front of the stage and he's like, nope. He's like, they just fucking spit on our drum tech, and he's like, fuck this place, we're canceling the whole fucking show. It's not even fucking worth it. So we stopped in the middle of our third or fourth song when he told us that,
Okay.
and then you know we kind of we let the headlining band and their team make the decision and like kind of tell us what to do, and you know, so we just ended up taking all of our shit off stage. And then the security guards were like, "Are they didn't, you know, they don't know that our merch people like are our merch people that fucking are with us all the time."
Right.
You know what I mean?
They
And like
just-
they were like our merch guys over there selling merch, like after the show's been like, people are still kind of waiting to hear what happened. You know what I mean? So like people are walking around buying merch and stuff. And he said our TM said that there's security guards right next to him. They're talking about taking their shirts off and putting normal people's shirts on and finding our singer to try and beat him up in the parking lot for saying fuck the security.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so like he was like texting us all this stuff while
'cause
he's
he's
sitting
right
at the
there.
merch table. And you know, so then like we're just like fucking, now we're just, all of us and everybody on tour is just kind of on edge, kind of looking over their back and shit, you know. And but I don't know, it shouldn't have been such a big deal because
No.
it's like, you know, I see like a bunch of it, like, you know, that Tank the Tech did like a bunch of videos and stuff on that whole situation, and like, you know, he kind of had like an idea of what happened, but it was still not right. It still kind of made us look worse than we actually were in that situation.
Yeah.
And like none of us really did anything besides try and stick up for the people that were attending the show.
Yeah,
You know,
no.
that was all it really was. And the the people that worked there, they were just straight up
No,
mean. Like
I've
they were
had,
just
like,
not
personal
cool
bad
people.
experiences there.
Mhm.
They're not friendly dudes. They're not cool.
Yeah, yeah, it sucked. Like I don't know, it was just there was nothing cool about that day at all. It sucked.
No.
Except for the people that attended the show. The people that attended were fucking awesome. You know what I mean? We talked to a bunch of people outside afterwards,
Yeah.
and you know, it sucks for them. And it's like, in Providence is like a place that we don't play very often, you know.
Right,
And it's
right.
like it sucks when something like that happens. And there's not a lot of venues in Providence that are,
No,
you
there's
know,
not.
over 100 capacity, you know, that'll do shows like that. So it's like,
Exactly.
sucks, but just go to Mass.
Yeah, exactly. Come out to Worcester, wherever. Come out to
Go to
Boston.
Connecticut or something. You know what I mean? It's only a couple hours.
Exactly.
Just fucking just let it rip. You know,
Yep,
Exactly. Yeah. Totally agree.
you'll
So fuck
have
that
more
place.
fun. Yeah, you'll have
Always-
more fun if you go to the Webster, you go to fucking Worcester or something like that.
Yep.
You know,
Exactly.
We had Terra play in a VFW last February. It was fucking awesome. That man, Fiddlehead.
what is that?
We had Terra play in a small VFW out this way.
Oh, that's so
It's-
sick.
it never gets old.
Yeah, I love that shit.
And it's nice because it's like intimate, you know what I mean? And when your fans are there, so they
Yep.
go hard for you, you know what I mean? Like
Yep.
they're there to see you guys. So it's not like
Even
they're
on
just gonna
our-
stand there.
Yep, on our headliner, because every day sold out. There was like a couple dates where like they wanted us to upgrade to bigger rooms, and
shit.
because they knew it would sell out. Like some days we did upgrade to bigger rooms, but there were some shows that were like, no, we want to keep it in the small room because we're gonna have more fun. Yeah, we'll make less money, but everybody's gonna have more fun in the smaller room. Like,
Yeah.
So I don't know. I like that shit still. I wanted to do like a fucking house show tour, even though we wouldn't make any money probably, but like
That
a
would be
house show tour
sick.
would be so much fun. I'm sure a lot of shows would get shut down, but that shit would be
Oh,
so
of course.
fun.
Be so worth it.
Oh man, that would be sick.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now when you're on tour, do you like working out or anything like that? How do you stay like active and stuff? Like when you had all those days with the one day off, are you staying active at all, or is it just
Oh, yeah.
grinding?
No, I go Planet Fitness.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Oh,
awesome.
okay.
Most of the time, and like because we're always in a van, like we don't have a shower. You know, a lot of times venues have showers, but when you got 5 bands trying to shower and 1 to 2 showers, it's really hard to get in there. But if you got a Planet Fitness card, like that gym sucks, but it's everywhere. There's one in every city that you're playing, and you can shower there, and get a little bit of a workout in at least.
Yeah, stay
But
active.
Absolutely.
playing
Absolutely.
drums for an hour also sucks.
That is true.
But yeah, I like to work out. It's awesome. If
Good.
I
Yeah, you
don't
gotta
work
stay
out,
active.
I definitely start like feeling my age. You know what I mean? So like
Yeah, right.
if I'm working out and staying active, I feel more energized and just better mentally.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
The
Oh
way to
yeah.
go.
You have to.
Yeah, exactly. And I just had one more personal question for you. I saw on your Instagram you had posted something about Pete from Remembering Never passing
Yeah.
away and whatnot. Like, I just want to like, what was like Remembering Never like to you? Like, what influence did it have on you personally? Because it had a
Bro,
lot
Pete,
to all of us in here.
Yeah.
yeah, Pete in general. I mean, his band before Remembering Never Until the End. That's like, I mean, that's still
One of my
probably my
favorite
favorite
bands.
band.
Fuck yeah.
And growing up in Florida, and I mean, I started playing shows in 2002, so I was like, going to all these shows, seeing bands like Until the End, and then when Remembering Never came out, I mean, I would see Remembering Never probably, I don't know, close to 10 times a year sometimes. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So the fact that like he was when I was learning how to do vocals, I mean, you can kind of even tell by my vocals in King Conquer and Body Snatcher that's like Pete was like my main influence, and and then having him be my main influence and then becoming a friend later on in life, it was just it's just crazy. And he was supposed to be on our new fucking record,
No shit.
but yeah, and I was actually me and him were in talks about starting a side project together.
No
And
way. Oh,
yeah,
Oh,
but it sucks. Yeah, he's a very good dude, very smart dude, and he will definitely be missed for sure,
oh man, absolutely. Lyrically, just next
bro.
level. You know.
Yeah, Remembering Never lyrics are like I mean, just in general, he was not fucking afraid of shit. You know what I mean? He was like, his shit was fucking awesome. And the fact, like, simplicity, like, he, especially with Until the End and stuff like that, it's like people try to overcomplicate shit all the time. And like, simplicity and catchiness is a lot of people are like, oh, there's less words, but it takes so much more thought to come up with something catchy that you can repeat. And it's like he was the king of simplicity. Is fucking killing it. You know what I mean? He was the best of that shit.
Definitely, 100%. And so we don't want to take up too much of your time, but I just want to ask one more question. I know with being on the road and everything, it's really taxing. But any new music or anything in the works for this year?
Oh yeah, yeah. You'll get something real soon.
Excellent.
All right.
Perfect.
Nice.
Love
Yeah,
to
we
hear
just
it.
we went, and actually the first record that I didn't record with the band is about to happen. We went to Will Putney. We were there for like 3
No
weeks,
shit.
and
Okay.
yeah, with we actually tomorrow we go start filming music videos.
Excellent.
But yeah,
Oh, all right.
it's
Perfect, man.
fucking it is the fucking shit. I've never been more excited to release music ever in my life. Like, it's so fucking sick. And it's very personal, and it's just like, it's very Yeah, I mean, there's people are gonna cry for sure.
Fuck
Let's
yeah.
go.
Love it. Love it. Oh,
yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Awesome. Yeah, we'll have to see you when you come to Boston, brother. We'll have to, come hang out with you for a few and say hi next time you come around for sure.
Yeah, we got we'll be up there in May. I
Perfect.
believe.
All right.
I can't tell you
It'll be
what
nice
it
and
is, but let's see. Where is it? We'll definitely be up there in October and November, and then we'll also be there in oh, yo, we're actually playing in Boston.
No
Okay.
shit.
All right.
At Roadrunner.
Paradise.
Paradise
Paradise,
Rock
all
Club.
right.
Let's go.
That'll be in May, so that's sooner. But I can't tell you. I
Perfect.
can't tell you who's on any of those bills, but
Yep.
they're fucking stacked, and it's
Oh,
fucking.
right.
It's gonna be,
damn.
it's
We'll have
yeah.
to
It's,
put that on the calendar.
I'm so hyped. It's we'll be announcing that tour in a couple weeks, I think.
Awesome.
All right.
Good. We'll see you in May then for
Awesome.
sure.
Hell yeah.